there with Jared Sullinger. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Wall. And it's Bogdanovich in the shooting guard position. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Wall against Curry. Outside for Nene. Second chance shot. No good. Now Washington takes it the other way.
You know, guys, in a draft that had a lot of top-tier big men as the top picks, Willie Cauley-Stein is a little bit the forgotten man, if you will. But he can be a very impactful player now and down the road as well.
Passes it to Korver. Wright sets a screen. Back to Curry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he answers right back with a three of his own.
Watch out now, Shooky. We got a duel shaping up right here. This could be mano-mano for a little while.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Offline with his three.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look. And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Curry. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Outside, Wall. At the elbow, Sullinger. And that one's good. Sullinger's got his second basket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
That is a real nice-looking deep 3 ball there, fellas.
Yeah, Clark, major confidence on display.
Wall dishes to Sullinger. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
And he sinks the second. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Wall draws the double. It's Sullinger with the drive. It's stolen by Korver. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Curry's got the ball. Here's Korver. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The kick out to Wall. Dudley against Korver. Sullinger with a screen for Wall. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Sullinger. And again, Washington, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Wall. Curry kicks to Nene. Down low. Right. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always...
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
With the pass.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
It's Wall with the drive. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And it's Korver in the corner. The shot is off.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
It's Sullinger atop the key. Over in the corner, Dudley. Drills it from outside. Dudley's got 6 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now Wall. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple of years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Pachulia, he's checked in for Wright. Bargnani comes in for Nene. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Amini. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyle Korver.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diaw in the way he treats his body.
Williams kicks to Curry. Williams attacking. Rebound, Washington.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And McGee kicks to Gordon. And again, Washington with the triple.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Wizards leading by 11. Back to Wall. To the left side wing. The 3 from Dudley. Kicks it out to Gordon. He dishes it to Wall. McGee a screen. Here's Dudley. And Pachulia pulls it down. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis. Got that bucket in no time at all. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Now here's Wall. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. Man,
he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Washington making some changes. Wright comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Livingston in for John Wall. Here is Livingston. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Inside. The kick out to Wright. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Williams passes to Bargnani. There's the screen. The feed to Curry. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Pondexter, no good. Well, looking at the Wizards, they weren't as lauded as other teams last season, but the Wizards were a ferocious group on defense. Numbers support that. Their activity, Greg, could really bother teams.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, oftentimes people look at them and think offense, but it really was, to your point, Kevin, the defense was the strength of that group. I mean, they do get out in transition, but it was the defense, I thought, that really allowed them to become elite.
Here is Livingston, following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Wright. Dishes it to McGee. The kick out to Wright. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
He doesn't get the second one.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. And Williams, here we go. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's now only a 1-point Wizards lead. Livingston passes to Blash. Kicks it to Livingston. The Wizards working the ball around now. On the wing, Gordon. Looking to end the drought. That is good. Gordon's got 6.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Pondexter from outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Korver comes in for Williams. And it's Nick Calathes in for Curry. Now, here is Bargnani. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
McGee dishes to Wright. Rejected by Bargnani. And they're able to recover. Stolen by McGee. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Wizards lead. By 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
So on the floor for Washington, Livingston is out there with Gordon. Then it's Terrell Wright. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5. Outside for Nene. Three-pointer, Pondexter. Just 3 to shoot.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Livingston, that's good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Galathis kicks to Nogueira. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Galathis looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside for Korver. To the paint. Here's Pondexter. Nogueira gets a screen for Korver. Nene left side. Offensive rebound. Korver attacking. The second chance effort. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Livingston passes to Wright. That misses, and he's 0 for 4. Pondexter with it. Sullinger picks him up. Galathis dishes to Korver. All alone. Here's Nogueira. And he jams it with authority.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning. The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
And here are the Cavaliers now after the basket by Washington. There's a screen. Pondexter, no good. The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. For 3, Gordon. And that's a foul called on Nick Galathis. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Pondexter. And it's Williams in for Kyle Korver. And then for Washington, Jared Dudley's checked in for Wright. Bogdanovich comes in for Gordon. And John Wall subbed in for Sean Livingston. Galathis kicks to Nogueira. To the wing on the left. Now, here's Aminu. He's guarded by Dudley. Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got it all tied up now for Cleveland. And Wall kicks to Sullinger. Here's the screen. Feeds it to Cauley Stein. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It goes in. Lucas Nogueira.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love. And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And the Cavaliers call time here. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Brandon Wright's checked in for Nogueira. And it's Korver in for Nick Calathes. 6 to shoot. Shot left block. And it's Wright missing. Wizards leading by 4. All with it. Williams picks him up. Sullinger screen on Williams. And Wall. Here we go now. Here's Sullinger. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Nene, the pass to Aminu. For the 3.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
Nene kicks to Wright. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas. And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Kyle Korver, a true laser. I mean, the most efficient catch-and-shoot jump shooter in the league, and maybe in league history. And he tallied the second ever 50-50-90 season a year ago.
Bargnani is checked in for Cleveland. Curry comes in for Mo Williams. Wall can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. The dish to Korver. Back to Curry. The 15-footer. Rebound by the Wizards. McGee's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Korver now in his 13th season in the NBA. Last season was his best ever, especially shooting.
Yeah, and he credits all of his improvement to the advanced off-season training regimen. Extremely dedicated. He moved his family to Santa Barbara to be closer to his trainer, and it's paid off.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. He kicks to Bargnani. A 3-ball. Rebound, Washington. They've led by as many as 11 points. All with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. McGee dishes to Dudley. Outside, Wall. Goes up to the stripe. Another one falls for Washington.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Wright. It's Wall with the drive. to the inside. Blatch, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now here's Dudley. 9 points in the game so far. Wall passes to Dudley. There's a good screen. Shot off the screen. And he can't bank that one in. Rebounded by Dudley.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Bogdanovich, following the basket by Stephen Curry. And Dudley kicks to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. McGee. Will not go. This is off the front iron. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
It's Curry with the drive.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Right, he's checked in for Dudley. Gordon comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Livingston in for John Wall. Timeout called, Cleveland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Here's Pondexter, guarded by Wright. Now the pass to Harris. 4 on the clock. Williams with a clean look. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Here is Livingston. He's got 6. Gordon goes in. Shot's good. Gordon's got 8 points.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
There's Williams with the 3. They get it back. Out to Harris. Here's Pondexter, guarded by Wright. Goes back up. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Nene.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
And they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
For Washington, they have had an off night from the stripe tonight. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Williams comes with a double team. And Wright with the basket on the assist by Livingston.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
They set the pick. Williams kicks to Pachulia. Out to Harris. Lets it go from deep.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And the foul on Mo Williams. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Wizards have not set the world on fire at the free throw line. They're just 6 of 12. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Pachulia. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
Here's Livingston. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
6 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Williams with the drive. And the quarter ends with some, and we finished one half of basketball. Wizards out front, leading by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
A nice quarter for Mo Williams. 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. It's been quite a game for Mo Williams.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Kyle Korver is out there with Steph Curry. Then it's Brandon Wright, and it's Bargnani in at the 4 spot.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense... defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Bogdanovich.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Nice job, Cavalier girls. What do you say, fans? You feel pumped up now?
Shot clock at 6. Here's Wall. And Sullinger kicks to Wall. And there's the feed to Dudley. Here's Sullinger. The Wizards with another miss. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Wall dishes to Sullinger. Outside Curry. Another miss by Curry.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Wall. He's got 11. Teardrop shot. Outside for Sullinger. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Wall. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Again, the miss by Wall.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Korver with it. He's picked up by Wall. Three-pointer. Aminu misses. Wizards leading by 8. The three from Dudley. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Dudley's got 12 in the game.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And here's Wall. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Wall attacking. Cauley-Stein. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Bargnani sets the screen for Curry. Bargnani against Sullinger. It's stolen by Sullinger. And here we go. Here's Wall. The shot misses. Curry with the defensive effort.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Sullinger the screen. Here's Bogdanovich. That misses off the backboard.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Korver with it. Sullinger picks him up.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Wall against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Korver for 3. No good. And Washington the other way now. Right wing. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's off from three-point range. Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg suiting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Nogueira comes in for Brandon Wright. And it's Nene in for Bargnani. And a change for the Wizards. Gordon's checked in. Now, here's Aminu. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Curry gets the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Wall against Curry. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Over in the corner, Dudley. Sinks the triple. Dudley's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Wizards.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Now here's Wall. He's got 11. Sullinger outside. The kick out to Wall. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Curry attacking. Good on the shot. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
To the paint. No one near Wall as he lets it go.
John Wall.
And Washington again with the bucket.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Nene into the lane. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver, the first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, and came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. It really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's a very good point.
In the corner, right with it. Gordon with no one around. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Yeah, you know, going back to Nene, in 14 years, he's been able to suit up for roughly 65% of the games. That's tough on the team's continuity on both ends of the floor. Injuries have been a part of that, though, and oftentimes those are beyond the player's control.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Roberson, he's checked in for Aminu. Pondexter comes in for Kyle Korver. And Mo Williams subbed in for Curry.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
You know, based on the response of the fans, I'd have to say they disagree with the officials on that one.
No, it's pretty clear, Greg. I mean, they're letting them know just how much they disagree.
Outside Williams. Takes it from 10. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And you know, guys, the thing with Nene, he helps you in so many ways when he's in there. He's hard to back down in the post. He eats up space. Tough to get around on picks. He has the toughness that champions are made of.
And it's right missing.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Pondexter from outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Here is Livingston. 13 points in the game. Latch the best to Gordon. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
Free throw good, Nene. And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
Dishes it to Pondexter. Drills the three-pointer. Pondexter's got 18 points in the game.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Here is Williams after Eric Gordon's bucket. And the dunk by Nogueira.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here is Livingston. He's got 13. In the corner, right with it. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Wright's got his second basket of the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Here is Livingston, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. McGee a screen. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 5 points in the quarter.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we... Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Wizards leading by 8. Taking a look at the Wizards. Jared Sullinger is out there with Paulie Stein. And there's Gordon. Then it's Jarrell Wright. And it's Wall in at the 1. I think all three of us agree John Wall, a tremendous all-around player.
Outstanding. Speed was what jumped out at me most when I saw him first at Kentucky. Now he's been able to harness that speed as a pro, and he makes plays that very few can make as a point guard.
He gives you a lot of different looks, doesn't he?
He sure does.
No good from Bargnani. The Wizards shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. It's Wall with the drive. Here's Sullinger. It's rebounded by Bargnani. Bargnani's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Launches it. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Gordon goes in. Sullinger. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
Rejected by Wall. And here's Dudley for 3. It's rebounded by Bargnani. The Cavaliers trail by 9. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Gordon. Bogdanovich. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
Sullinger, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Pondexter with it. Just 5 to shoot. Sullinger brings the double team. And Bargnani throws it down.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
With the pass.
Sullinger is screen on Williams. And Wall kicks to Dudley. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And the Wizards lead by 6. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Williams a screen. There's a screen to the paint. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Williams against Wall. And that's a foul called on Nick Calathes. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Outside, Wall. Wall draws the double. And so it's Washington with it. Sullinger dishes the Wall. 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Grizzlies. Now here's Dudley. Cauley-Stein. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Andrea Bargnani.
Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall who had never played high school or college hoop.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. White, he's checked in for Pachulia. Aminu comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Nick Calathes. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Mo Williams. Here's Aminu. No good with the triple. And going back to international comparisons, Bargnani was keeping some pace with Nowitzki over his first 5 years. But that's when the injury bug laid into him, and that's not been the case.
You know, and Bargnani was really starting to play great on the offensive end, and defensively, he started to make an impact. But Nowitzki, on the other hand, just kept rising all the way to that true Hall of Fame status. Bargnani still searching.
Shoots the 3, and that one's good. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Korver gets a wide open look. No good from the wing. Wizards have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. All with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Sullinger is screen on Curry. And Wall. Here we go now. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Wall's got 11 points here in just the second half. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Wall. Over in the corner, Dudley. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Dudley's got 20.
Wow. Wow. What a great performance from him. He's hit 3 in each half.
Korver passes to Bargnani. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Bargnani's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead. Yeah, not. Sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Nene's checked in. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He was definitely not pleased. He said, you guys look lethargic out there, and told them they've got to increase their activity level. He ended the huddle by saying, this is not going to get the job done. I want to see who's going to step up.
Stolen by Dudley. Curry against Wall. Feeds it to Cauley-Stein. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Cleveland on defense. It's a 14-point game. And Wall kicks to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Sullinger with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
There's the dish to Dudley. And Sullinger kicks to Wall. Jacks up a 3. Cannot hit. Curry with some nice D. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Korver kicks to Curry. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Bogdanovich following the basket by Stephen Curry. The offensive rebound. And here's Wall. He kicks it to Dudley. Shoots the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Curry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep. Cleveland the rebound. Wizards leading by 14. Now Wall. Sullinger right side. Over in the corner, Dudley. And another miss by Washington.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Now the Wizards with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Wall with it. Now defended by Korver. It's Wall with the drive. Snatched up. Cauley-Stein kicks to Wall. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And Wall kicks to Sullinger. Good chance here for Wall. Steph Curry with the rebound. Curry's got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Korver off the drive. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Wall dishes to Sullinger. Here's Dudley. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Wizards.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for John Wall. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And he sinks the second. And here's Cleveland, down by 15. Outside Curry. Pass to Korver. Looking to get back on track here. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And
yeah.